Have you ever felt that you're hiding a part of yourself, a part that you don't want anyone to see? Maybe it's a part that scares you, a thought you've buried, an impulse you pretend doesn't exist. And yet, in the quiet moments when no one is watching, you can feel it moving inside you. A strange paradox, because this hidden part doesn't only frighten you, it also gives you a strange sense of power. But what if this hidden side isn't just a shadow lurking in the background? What if it has been secretly controlling your life, shaping your choices, guiding your relationships, even defining your failures, all without you realizing it? Carl Jung, one of the greatest thinkers of the human psyche, called this hidden side the shadow. The shadow is not evil. It's not a monster waiting to devour you. It is simply the part of you that carries everything you've rejected, denied, or been too afraid to face. Your fears, your shame, your anger, your jealousy, your insecurities, but also your secret desires, your hidden ambitions, your unapologetic truth. The shadow is the mirror of your unlived life. So, let me ask you a question. Why would your own mind, designed to protect you, hide these parts of you in the first place? Hold on to that thought, because we'll answer it later. For now, picture this: a world-class painter who channels his deepest suffering into art so powerful it outlives him by centuries. A revolutionary leader who embraces his rage and transforms it into unstoppable drive. A writer who takes the darkness of her trauma and pours it into words that heal millions. What do all these people have in common? They didn't run from their shadow. They mined it. They turned pain into power. The shadow carries something you desperately need, but often ignore: raw energy. Energy that can fuel your creativity, sharpen your instincts, and give you confidence that feels unshakable. Think about it. How many times have you wished for more courage to speak your truth, more fire to chase your dreams, more intensity to break through fear? What if I told you that the very emotions you've been running from might be the exact source of that strength? Could it be that your greatest strength is hiding in your darkest side? But before we get too comfortable, we have to face the other side of the story. Because the shadow is not only power, it's also danger. When you ignore it, it doesn't go away. It festers, it leaks, it shows up in ways you least expect. The anger you suppress, one day it explodes in a moment of regret. The jealousy you deny, it poisons your relationships in silence. The insecurity you bury, it sabotages your success just as you're about to rise. We all know stories like this. The celebrity who has everything: fame, money, admiration, yet self-destructs through addiction. The businessman who builds an empire but loses his family to rage he never admitted. The lover who craves connection but pushes everyone away out of hidden fear of rejection. Why do we sometimes destroy the very happiness we fought so hard to build? Why do we sabotage ourselves? Let's go back to the unanswered question. Why does the mind hide these parts in the first place? The answer is simple and painful. Because it thinks it's protecting you. When you were a child, maybe you were told that crying was weakness, so your mind buried your sadness. When you showed anger, maybe you were punished, so your mind locked it away. When you expressed a dream, maybe someone laughed at you. So your mind learned to silence desire. Piece by piece, your psyche created a hidden container, the shadow, to protect you from rejection, humiliation, and pain. But here's the irony. In trying to protect you, it also imprisoned you. Because the parts locked away don't disappear, they wait. And the longer they wait, the stronger they become. The energy of the shadow, unused, unacknowledged, unaccepted, turns inward. It gnaws at your mind. It sabotages your relationships. It whispers to you in moments of weakness. So yes, the shadow holds your deepest risks, but it also holds your deepest power. And the question is, will you keep running from it, or will you dare to turn around and face it? Now let's go deeper. What does it mean to face the shadow? It doesn't mean unleashing chaos on the world. It doesn't mean excusing bad behavior. It means integration. It means acknowledgement. It means having the courage to look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is me too, and I can use this energy instead of letting it use me. Let's break it down into practical steps. Step 1, notice your triggers. Every time you feel an exaggerated reaction, anger, irritation, shame, write it down. Ask yourself, what part of me am I afraid to face here? Step 2, get curious about your envy. Instead of drowning in it, ask, what desire is this pointing to in me? Maybe it's telling you about a dream you've ignored. Step 3, channel the energy. Anger doesn't have to mean destruction. It can mean setting boundaries. Jealousy doesn't have to corrode, it can motivate growth. Fear doesn't have to paralyze, it can sharpen your focus. When you begin to see the shadow not as an enemy, but as a teacher, everything changes. Your creativity expands, your relationships deepen, your confidence solidifies. You stop living half a life and start living a whole one. Because the truth is this, you cannot become fully yourself until you embrace the part of you that you have been hiding. Your shadow isn't a monster in the dark. It is the key you have been too afraid to touch. And the day you turn the key, you don't just find power, you find freedom. So let me leave you with this thought. Maybe the shadow isn't here to hurt you. Maybe it's here to remind you that even in the darkest corners of your soul, there is light waiting to be discovered. If you felt even a spark of recognition in this journey, subscribe to Misty Wave, where we explore the hidden depths of the human mind. And now, I'll turn the question to you. What do you think your shadow side is hiding? Power or danger? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your story might be the mirror someone desperately needs.